What's good, y'all? Gawd Zell here. In today's video, we'll be looking at shocking TikToks before they get banned. Let's get into it.
We're going deep tonight, guys. Let's talk about the Black Eye Society. Black Eye Club refers to the growing number of celebrities, politicians, business elites, and heads of state that seem to suddenly and mysteriously have wound up with black eyes. Some people believe that when a celebrity gets a black eye, it is a mark that they have been inducted into a secret society such as the Illuminati. Some people even believe that the black eye is related to a life-extending surgery that is only available to the rich. All of these theories sound crazy until you see the oddly enormous amount of celebrities that have gotten this injury. You got Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, Pope Francis, as well as the Pope that preceded Pope Francis. For real, how are you going to tell me that the Pope ended up with a black eye? Twice. You got Kanye, George Bush, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Prince Andrew, Prince Philip. There are countless more of these examples. Just recently on March 1st, 2021, it was reported that Mitt Romney got a black eye. Like, are black eyes really that common? I mean, I've never gotten one, and I know like 2 people who have.
Hey, man, it's gotta be something. There's definitely something deeper behind that. Like, that's not a coincidence, right?
On Warzone, we have the human anatomy, and over on the other side, we have the hybrids or the reptilians on the other side. Even Warzone knows it. Wake up, guys.
A meteorite crashed here 50,000 years ago. It created this giant crater in Arizona. It's pretty cool, I guess. But damn, look at this skate spot on the roof.
Pretty cool.
Have you brought with you some of those devices which would have enabled the CIA to use this poison for?
We have indeed.
People?
The round thing at the top is obviously the sight. It works by electricity. There's a battery in the handle, and it fires a small dart.
And the dart itself, when it strikes the target, does the target know that he's been hit and about?
A special one was developed which potentially would be able to enter the target without perception.
As a instrument, that's about as efficient as you can get, isn't it?
It is a weapon, a very serious weapon.
So if y'all don't know, they was basically explaining there's a heart attack gun that the CIA has, you know, and it can basically shoot the gun and give the person a heart attack. That is crazy that they even have that type of technology, right?
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Hold on real quick. I do not trust them. Just watch this real quick for me.
You get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean because outer space is the ocean.
Now what she just said just blew my mind. Now there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea. Early civilizations believed that the ocean and the stars above were linked. I mean, just look. Mayan, Norse, Hindu, Hebrew, all of them. Now we already know what spacesuits look like, but they look exactly like sea suits. I know once in your life you've heard of the Bermuda Triangle. Planes and people going missing in the ocean. There are black holes in the ocean. And I just know once in your life you've heard about sea monsters. When you see a comet, it looks like a boat soaring through water. What if these unexplained species in the ocean are actually aliens? If y'all have ever watched this movie Underwater, they went too deep and found the creature that don't even look like it's supposed to be from this earth. Or could it have just been a creature from space? Now you can say what you want, but I bet you we are not the only beings, only species, only creatures that are in this universe. It's just ironic that when they return to Earth, they're on water. I mean, I know I'm not tripping. And I know y'all heard of mermaids. So many unexplained things in the ocean. They're making more discoveries in space. Not really putting too much money or caring about what's going on the planet. Why? Because this sea stuff might have a lot of connections to space. And they not telling us. Y'all be safe, and I know I'm not the only person who feel this way.
The ocean has to be like space for real. So many life, so much life form down there that we don't even know about. So I think, hey man, I feel like space is the ocean, for real.
Okay, so this whole Jason Derulo lawsuit thing is insane. But there's something on the article that I recently read that just like flew by everyone's head. Let me show you. It's this over here. So it says Jason Derulo told singer to partake in rituals and sacrifice a goat to succeed in music, the lawsuit said. How many times have we heard these type of stories in Hollywood about sacrifices and rituals? It's kind of given the I word, and by I word I mean, let me chill up here while we just go down there and read what the article says. So it says the lawsuit says Derulo told Gibson she would have to partake in goat skin and fish scales, which is a Haitian reference referring to conducting sex rituals, sacrificing a goat blood, and doing cocaine to succeed in the music industry. For anyone who's like doubting this and is just saying, no, that stuff is not true, like, let me tell you something. Animal sacrifice has been with us for centuries. As a matter of fact, this article right here, 2018, sort of talks about this whole notion of sacrificing and why people do it and what you get out of it. This article here talks about how like people will come from all over and go to this place in Africa, and they bring like chicken, goat, sheep, donkey, and they bring it as sort of like an offering. And what do they get out of it? Lots of things. In here it says fertility, stability, prosperity, and security in life. And also others do it for different reasons, like in here it says to reverse negative consequences of sin or curse. Even when you talk about religion and Hinduism, for example, they talk about how it's like offerings to the gods. In the ancient time, they would offer it as like a favor, like asking for a favor, or even kind of just to say thank you for giving me that favor. And for anyone who's doubting me and saying, Natasha, your brain, you're just crazy, that doesn't mean anything. Let me show you something. Look at this. Read what it says up there. How singer Jason Derulo network skyrocketed with business value at over $2 billion. If you still don't believe me, there was recently someone else that had an article written about them that talked about goat sacrifice. Young Thug's lawyer requests exclusion of goat sacrifice evidence in YSL RICO trial. Article talked about Young Thug's attorney has filed a motion to suppress evidence in the rapper's RICO trial, and that was one of the things they did not want talked about or shown or anything. And if you look way down at the bottom there, what does that say? Worshippers wear all white and sacrifice goats in an effort to bring forth Lao, which help to run the universe and grant blessings. Lao or Lawao, I hope I'm saying that right, is basically African Haitian spirits. And you guys can read more about what it says in here. You can pause to read. But all white, that reminds me of something. That Hollywood sacrifice ritual shit is real. Now, not everyone partakes, because the thing is, those people that do it are people that want to be in like the high millions and billions. So it's not like 5 million or even 20 million. We're talking like the 500 million to like the 1 billion basically. I don't know how we drifted so far away from God, but I will just leave it at this. There is nothing you cannot accomplish with God by your side. Remember that.
Dude, you gotta think about it. Is it really worth it? Because most of these celebrities be going to got Diddy jail, Young Thug, he got in jail. Like I don't even like. It's not even worth it. Like y'all do all that stuff, and then y'all end up in jail. Like y'all remember that clip with Kanye when he said that George Bush don't care about black people? That was so funny.
Dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
Why do they got Chris Tucker up here, bro? Wait a minute. What is... Yo, shout out to Kanye, man. Kanye is gonna speak his mind. He don't care. He do not care. Look at him. He looks so serious. Like, you can see it in his eyes. Like, he fed up.
1985, he got arrested because he was printing in magazines that he cures AIDS and sickle cell and cancer. And they like, that's false advertisement, that's malpractice of medicine, all type of thing. He wasn't no doctor. He just used herbs and his understanding of herbs. And he went to trial in New York. And he proved in the state of New York on record that he said, bring me y'all AIDS patients from y'all doctor. He treated them while he was on trial. He said, now have y'all doctors test them. The same ones diagnosed him with AIDS, had him test them. 77 patients on record in 1985 by his herbs. Why we ain't never heard that? Why that ain't been on TV? They got a Tupac and Biggie, the 55th documentary they done made about the Tupac and Biggie murder. You know what I'm saying? But why we ain't seen no doc on that? Why that's not no headline news? You feel me? What's to me is the story is that he went to trial against the state of New York and won. Then the feds indicted him. And he went to trial against the feds and won. And the judge even said like, oh yeah, you know, my whole life I wanted to change the world, but I just ended up being a judge. But today I'm gonna find you not guilty and change the world. That was her statement at the end of the whole trial. By finding
That's one thing they don't like, the truth. They don't like the truth getting out there to the people. They don't.
Women are sacred. Egyptian Ankh is the womb and the uterus because this is the gateway into the physical world. The Taurus, this is the Taurus field, the real atom. You can see the uterus here. It's a wormhole portal into the physical world. The male Egyptian is wearing a headdress symbolizing the woman because she is sacred. Why do you think the music industry degrades women? Women are balanced. This is why Isis, the Egyptian god, has two arms outward. The nurturing force of nature. This is why we call it Mother Nature, because she is abundant. The system we have today is patriarchal, run by males. This is why we have so much hate and wars going on. There is no balance within this system. Ancients had female rulers because they were more balanced and caring over the masses. Our true ruler is the Mother Earth. She is abundant and gives everything for free. The system we live in is a patriarchal system, making us pay for things that are free, that are given by Mother Nature. The link is in the bio for this powerful PDF.
This earth is dying and we are going to the new earth, but people are still celebrating like nothing is happening. Why is this? 85% of the people on this planet are not real. If you are going through these symptoms, congratulations, you are going into the new earth. Everything in the universe has cycles. We have a cycle. The earth have a cycle. The sun have a cycle. We are going into a great shift. Are you ready? The government know we are going to a great shift. This is why we're hearing about all these alien fake invasions. Are they real or are they fake? People ask, how do you answer the air ringing in your ear? Pay attention to your thoughts. This is why they give us fake knowledge. Do you want the red pill or do you want the blue pill? Do you want Republican or do you want Democrat? Same shit. The reason the world can't wake up is because the moon actually keep us up at nighttime. Understand that this moon do not belong in our solar system. By the way, you know I gotta give y'all a movie. Please check out Moonfall if you want to know what's really going on. We are going to higher realms, so we need to learn how to unlock our mind Our mind is the lock and our heart is the open door. We have to travel through our heart because the earth is the heart. If you really want to ascend, practice and discipline your heart.
Somebody tell me, what's the name of this movie? Cause there's too many downloads in it.
Surviving children continue to pour in from across the country.
Listen.
911 describe cars moving on their own accord. If you notice any bizarre behavior from your children or the children of those around you, please report immediately to the CDC.
It's not a sickness. You've survived the sickness, but you're not the same. And until you are, there's no going home. All kids are given a color assignment that corresponds to their disorder. On the bottom here are greens, basic enhanced intelligence. Blues have telekinetic abilities. Golds can manipulate electricity. Up here, past this line, are the most dangerous. Reds and oranges, but they are very rare. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Are you very good at math and puzzles? Because that means you're most likely in green territory. And that's not so terrible. Okay, we can fix this. Get back here! Stay still. Stay. Stop.
I'm a green. I'm one of the smart ones.
Yes.
Call me SpongeBob, cause I need it! What is the name of this movie? I need to watch that right now. Right now.
One thing I gotta say is, why do they portray all these superpowers in the movie if it's not real? That's how you know it's real. It's like, I'm telling you that the truths be in the movie, man. You already know.
What happens is with us as a people, if you ever wondered why is it that we as Nubian people, you understand, have been made to suffer, right, for so long? In fact, 6,000 years on this planet. Well, one of the things that the young elder said to me, right, is he said that Ashtar Command has control over 21 planets in this sector. 21 planets. He said very much so like the way they do on Venus. He said the way they operate on Venus is very much so the way they operate on the planet Earth, where they lie and say that you cannot live on the surface of Venus, which is a lie. And there's a reason why they don't want Nubians' consciousness to expand and realize that there's more than just the planet Earth. Yes, indeed. There's a reason why this is in place, and there's a reason why this is so. Because the truth of the matter is, they don't want us to tumble into reality that we belong to Anu, the Most High. He who is Elion Elion El, the ruler, listen, of the galactic heavens and the galactic earth. Meaning this planet Earth is a galactic property. Meaning it belongs to Anu.
We're living on the flat Earth with the dome, the firmament. As we start to look around us, we start to wake up, our eyes open, maybe that third eye opens, we start to understand, wow, this isn't what I thought it was. Maybe instead of being a worthless blob of goo that came from nothing and then developing into apes that were oohing and ahhing and then eating bananas like a bunch of idiots, maybe instead of that, we actually are the center of the universe. Maybe we are special. In fact, maybe there is unbelievable evidence of creation.
What happened?
Of creation. But the government has decided to hide that from you. Why? Why is there so much misinformation? Why is there a giant disinformation campaign going on right now when it comes to things like flat Earth? Are my eyes lying to me? Or can I trust what I'm actually seeing? But Christopher, the Earth is a globe. I was told that when I was 1 year old. They said, look, this is a globe. Isn't it interesting? It's one of the first things that you're actually taught. The Earth isn't flat, it's a globe. Even though for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years, they thought that the Earth was flat. Oh, but Christopher, we have all these images of outer space that show that the Earth is a sphere. Really? Where do the images come from? NASA. Oh, you mean the same NASA that is our government, our secretive breakaway government that hasn't been back to the moon since the 1960s. That NASA? Have you ever seen it with your own eyes?
Just in
The
case it's
electronics
covered.
account for curvature of the Earth when you're flying a plane. None of the engineering of bridges and train tracks, buildings, all kinds of infrastructure that goes for miles and hundreds and maybe thousands of miles, none of it accounts for, in its actual engineering blueprints, for the curvature of the Earth. I mean, if I was building a giant bridge of hundreds of miles, wouldn't I have to account?
You know, another reason why space isn't, I feel like space isn't real too, is because if it was, they wouldn't still be here. They'd be trying to go somewhere else, you know? They'd go somewhere else and do what they're doing here to another planet, you know? Definitely.
That you,
yeah, religious documents, yeah.
Pretty hard to swallow.
It's very hard to swallow.
Saying basically that.
Do y'all remember Bob Lazar? It turned out that he wasn't lying after all, and his stories that he told back in the late 80s and early 90s ended up being true. This is for entertainment purposes only. Lazar talks about religion and the documents he read about humans being created by aliens. Religion is a very touchy topic, and this will upset a lot of people, but that's not the most interesting part. The most interesting part is when he talked about the human species being grown in a lab or genetically engineered. But you, be the judge.
Religion. You saw some other reports that you.
Yeah, religious documents, yeah.
Pretty hard to swallow.
It's very hard to swallow.
Saying basically that. Basically that we're a product of genetic engineering from someone.
Yeah. Yeah, how can you just swallow that whole?
Well, how can you swallow any of that stuff?
Well, it's easy to swallow things you can put your hands on and touch and then work with. It's no problem. But when you get into a lot of spiritual stuff and religion, and you were brought here, and we were made by.
How's he doing that?
We were brought here, and we were made by progressive corrections and evolution and that sort of thing, and where it shoots down a lot of the established religions, Catholicism, and everything. That, you know, essentially it's a tough thing to accept, and you know why, without hardcore proof, why even bring it up?
I guess the question more should deal with that you actually read a report that said this stuff.
Well, yeah, the only hardcore thing is that there was an extremely classified document dealing with religion about that period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion? That's
what other kinds of classified?
No, that wasn't the last thing.
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say.
Oh, come on, that's so weird. That's a lot.
I'm not asking you to say what you believe to be a fact. I'm asking you to say what you read in a report that is distributed at what may be the most top secret facility in the world. Okay.
All right, I'll say. It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers. And that's how we're mentioned in the document. that religion was specifically created. So we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers, the souls. Well, the souls or the bodies, or whatever, right?
Meaning like we're containers for souls that they're going to use in some other form.
Right.
And that they had something to do with different prophets and biblical figures.
Yeah. That supposedly Jesus and two other beings were genetically engineered. They were implanted in people on Earth in biblical times, and their births were closely monitored. Now, just some little connections to that my wife had brought up were in the Bible. They said that the star had followed Mary wherever she went, and that all UFO sightings always start out as people, well, gee, that looks like a bright star, and well, in fact, they said in the Bible, the brightest star in the sky followed her where she went, and just make little connections like that.
Man, it's not the best. It's best clip, you know. But anyway, seemed like he knows something.
Let me be specific. Anything I say tonight is allegedly, bitch. I don't know shit. I just live here talking. I love Jamie Foxx. Let me say that. I love Jamie Foxx. But his motherfucking clone.
Wait, so you back at it again? Dog, Cat Williams don't stop. You don't.
Clone ain't shit. His clone kept on messing up. The clone showed up with a face full of freckles. We ain't never even seen Jamie Foxx with freckles, bitch. This clone is stupid as hell. The clone didn't even have a tattoo on the back of his head. I couldn't believe it. I watched the whole thing twice. I still don't know what had happened was. Let me be specific.
What had happened was, I still don't know what had happened was.
Look at this, you guys. It looks like the Earth went through another upgrade, y'all. What the heck? Bro, have you guys ever seen this before? This is supposedly a bird. A bird, you guys. Why does it look like a... You know what I'm saying? You know what? Why does it look like that? Oh my goodness. Look at this over here. Here's another picture of it. Oh my God, y'all. This is called the great-eared nightjar. The great-eared nightjar. The great-eared nightjar. And it looks straight out of the movie How to Train Your Dragon. Have y'all seen that? We talked about that. Resembling a mythical creature from folklore, it is only found in Southwest India and Southeast Asia. This bird is only nocturnal, y'all. Think about it. You see that thing at night? What? Are you kidding me? It says at nighttime it is basically invisible. The bird becomes a skilled predator, using its large carnivorous mouth to snatch flying insects midair with precision. Once called goat suckers by ancient civilization, they were erroneously thought to drain livestock of milk. Is that La Chupacabra? Remember that? Would this be like the version of La Chupacabra? Look at that, y'all. It's crazy. It looks just like a little baby dragon, y'all. This is crazy. What a time to be alive. Let's get it, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace.
This young man get it. Listen to the whole thing, boy. He is one smart dude.
I don't know if you know this, but there's a civil war going on between old black dudes and young black dudes. Old niggas hate us. Any older cousin, uncle, nigga named Darnell, they don't want nothing to do with us. I came home for Thanksgiving wearing pink socks. This nigga spit stuffing out. Why all y'all gay? Like, you just remember my
right, that's how we is now. Y'all pay attention. We gonna talk about this.
And it pisses me off that old niggas do that. Like, why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? Why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? The government. The same way you acted weird when you were young. The FBI wanted to destroy black people, equity in our communities, so they wanted us to be detached from our families, so they made economic obstacles. The prison system flooded us with drugs. So subsequently, it would lead to a generation of black men raised by their grandmas and their moms, just like me, creating a generation of sassy-ass niggas.
Yes, sir. Well, that's a cold piece of work, man, that design, bruh. That's crazy that young man understand that. That young man right there understands the design. If we can get more women to understand design, we can stop the design in the damn site.
I don't know why I keep...
Right there understand the design. If we can get more women to understand design, we can stop the design in the damn cycle. I made a post with my man, you know, a few posts back, people who follow me know. How the women are marrying the government. Women are being with men they don't even listen to, dog. She'd rather pick the government over you. Why is that? Is it a design? Is it a design that the society should raise our children to make them do what the hell they want to? People don't have the third eye to see it, especially women who run off emotions and they just trying to survive. But they don't understand that the government ain't their friend. They don't understand that the government want to keep you paying $4 in rent. You get crutched to that, used to that. Paying $8 in rent, keep the man out the household. Just keep coming over here to me. Keep coming over here to me. But while he keep coming over here to you, this whole environment is raising that boy to be a prison number, bruh. Y'all think it's just us blaming women. I'm not blaming y'all, bruh. You are a product of the cycle. Once you already in it, you don't even know you're in it. Women are raising men they don't even want. And women. Women are saying, I'd rather be independent. Women are making way more money than men. Who they gonna be with? Like I said, the straight black man, he might be dead, shot, locked up, broke. You understand what I'm saying to you? Or gay. He got a cold filter that's being pushed on him. I ain't just saying given to him. It is pushed on him since a kid. But that young man get it. And I see a lot of people starting to get it. I think that's why Trump got in, because a lot of people are starting to notice that women is pushing a lot of woman stuff, and it ain't healthy for the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like for instance, I don't think no bullying can run a country. This shit is built off of that, man. If you don't bully him, he gonna bully you. I understand y'all world of emotions. That's why man need a woman. But this is a man world. And right now, nigga, Putin is a man. Them Islamic countries, those are men. Y'all gotta understand, there ain't no feelings gonna run no country. Let's get off of that. Back to this. We gotta raise our kids, bruh. We got to. We gotta try to, stick it out for each other. Because if we don't, society, internet, GTA is raising these kids. And you know what that's like. Bad fucking combo. Fentanyl with no dad around, lean, opioids, this drill music, GTA, man, that's a deadly combo, boy. That's a deadly combo. Your mom, like I said, the parents got to work from 9 to 5. Think about it. Your mom work 9 to 5. She get home about 6, see the kid, 7 to 8. He got to go to bed 9. Oh, how much time is she really getting with this little nigga? You get what I'm saying? It's a cold design, man. Y'all, man, should pay attention, man. That dude right there was funny. This Hood News Radio.
You're not wrong, though. That is a cold design. How they got everything set up. It's almost like they're trying to get rid of us as old, right? But at the end of the day, this cycle has to end. That's why the planet is changing, things are changing. That's why you got people waking up and seeing stuff like this. Like this cycle has to come to an end. It's not right. You got women against men. Like, bro, we need to come together and get this thing going. Like, y'all hear me though? Like, it's not right. Like, the cycle gotta end, man.
Every time you interact with someone, you are exchanging energies with each other, the outcome resulting in a more positive, negative, or neutral state. You will find that interacting with some people will amplify your energy, whilst interacting with others will deplete your energy and leave you feeling drained. Why does this occur? Different chemicals, when mixed together, elicit different reactions. When you mix cola and water, there is no observable reaction, whereas when you mix cola and Mentos candy, the reaction is explosive. Your human body emits its own unique frequency of energy that is constantly expressing itself. We can become especially aware of our own energetic frequency when interacting with another's, as it serves as a reference point to ourself. When humans interact, their energies are also interacting and reacting to each other. Much like the playing of two musical notes simultaneously that would result in either a harmonic pairing or in a clash of dissonance. As do musical notes, human energies too will resonate with certain energies and clash with others. If our energies are vibrating at a frequency similar or on the same scale as another, they harmonize and are felt by both entities positively as they form a synergistic bond. This is the feeling you get when you have a great interaction with someone who you feel is on the same wavelength as you. You can feel your energies harmonizing with each other and feeding you positive energy. When you think of your interactions in this way, you may be able to have more understanding that the inability for you to get along with someone is perhaps not your or their fault so much as it is a dissonance of your energies.
Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. As always, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.